focusing present on Masterplan 4.3. With me today, my teammate. We have Steph, Mansell, Mackenzie, Annie, Elisa, Jaden, Leslie, and myself. So I will give the mic to the first presenter.
Yes. 4.3 Embracing the Digital Age. Embracing the digital age. The current digital revolution is being driven by a wave of changing, which is changing consumer behavior, internet competition, and demand for greater efficiency in an environment of tightening profit margins. While the digital revolution has enabled new experience and opportunities for market participants, which is increasing technology adoption, also brings with it emerging risks, including, among others, cyber risk of data breach, the state of play. The Malaysian capital market has seen significant growth in digital adoption over the last decade. Online trading has become sizable, growing to 46.7% of the total equity and derivatives trading volume as at 2020, compared to only 21.9% in 2012. This was driven in part by greater industry digitization efforts and entrance of digital-only brokers, which have more than doubled the number of accounts opened in 2020 alone. Market participants have begun to take advantage of new technologies, which is to enhance their capabilities in distribution channel, sales support, and back office operations, such as reconciliation and fraud detection. In 2017, cyber predators threatened a potential large-scale distributed denial of service (DDoS 13) attack on numerous stockbroking firms in Malaysia. Although this incident did not materialize in any trading disruption or financial losses, it highlights the potential systematic impact of cyber incident to the Malaysian capital market. I pass to the next presenter.
Okay, so moving on to the catalyzing regulator. So regulator is a technology that is used to enhance the risk management, regulatory compliance, and regulatory reporting. So what RegTech can do is, RegTech can provide a real-time and early detection in solving issue and risk before it becomes a larger problem that will make a reputational damage and regulatory punishment in the financial institution. RegTech also can enhance the capital market overall efficiency in lessening the material risk and maintaining the market integrity. RegTech also can assist market players in self-monitoring compliance standards and detecting failure in a timely way. Okay, so what does this mean? Okay, so RegTech can reduce the cost, increase the efficiency, and prevent non-ethics in the financial institution, such as the money laundering that is always happen now. And then before the financial crisis, do you know when is the financial crisis occur? Around 1998, yeah. So the regulator masa tu dia manual regulation the apa ni mereka buat secara manual lah. And then usually done in Excel and not automated lah. This can lead to human error and manipulation of data. Since then, the since after the crisis kan, the demand of automated regulatory is increased, which nowadays the RegTech exists now. Yeah. Thanks.
Next, I will go to the Malaysia approach of RegTech in industry. I will let you go through all these points. I will highlight the point that the RegTech also apply in Malaysia. I'll give you an example of three different various examples that RegTech have been applied in Malaysia of industry, the financial industry institution. But first, we know that Malaysia is actively working to develop its RegTech ecosystem with a focus on providing a supportive regulatory environment and promoting collaboration within the public and private sector. Okay, the first point, the BNM, the Bank Negara Malaysia, has established a regulatory sandbox framework to provide a safe environment for companies to test new RegTech solution while ensuring compliance with regulation. BNM also set up the Financing Innovation Network (FNI), which aim to promote innovation and collaboration between the financial industry and technology firms. Second point, we know, maybe you know, the Securities Commission Malaysia (SC) has also established a regulatory sandbox for digital asset and equity crowdfunding platform. Also, Malaysia's government has also set up the Malaysia Digital Economic Corporation, the MNEC, to promote the growth of the digital economy and the development of new technology of AI such RegTech. Various RegTech companies and new startup company has also emerged in Malaysia, such as Sedemac, SEDEMAC, Sedemac Mechatronics, which specialize in anti-money laundering solution for the bank. Overall, we can conclude that Malaysia approach of RegTech is to create a conducive environment for RegTech innovation through a flexible and supportive regulatory environment, and to encourage collaboration between the public and private sector to drive the growth of the AI RegTech industry in Malaysia itself. I'll give to the presenter.
Now I will continue on the categorizing of RegTech. The approach for the development of RegTech in Malaysia has led the Securities Commission to start to engage with market participants and technical experts to find out where RegTech has the most impact and to find out what is stopping people from using the RegTech. This will be an ongoing process, and the feedback from this engagement will be used to figure out what RegTech's priorities are and how RegTech should develop in Malaysia. For market participants to learn more about RegTech, they need to work together with the industry as a whole. This includes working together to support the capital market and considering sharing more information about the potential of RegTech solutions, innovations, and best practices. Hence, RegTech will grow, improve, and be used more if more people know about it. Next, in order to facilitate more significant RegTech innovation, there will be a collaborative platform set up to make it easier for the whole industry to talk about RegTech and come up with new ideas. Events like hackathon, tech sprints may also be used to speed up the development of RegTech in areas that could bring the capital market a lot of value. When it makes sense, regulatory guidance can be given to help RegTech solution providers to figure out how to meet the regulatory needs of the Malaysian capital market. Next slide. And lastly, based on the slide, the objective of RegTech are firstly to enhance compliance with regulatory requirements, whereby RegTech solutions are often used to automate workflow to improve compliance with regulations, especially in areas that require a lot of resources and have a lot of rules. And secondly, is to enhance the risk management by which RegTech solutions are frequently utilized to filter through vast amount of data to provide insights and manage risks, such as those associated with compliance or conduct risk. And lastly, to make the regulatory reporting simpler and more automated, through which RegTech solutions are often used by intermediaries to add reporting requirements to their existing business processes, make data collection easier, and automate the reporting process. That is all from me, and now I'll pass the presentation to Maria.
Alright, the next part is navigating emerging technology risk. So, while the industry has higher cybersecurity awareness and preparation, actually it is not enough, because nowadays, as we know, with the increasingly sophisticated technology, cyber threats are becoming more and more advanced. So, while being able to detect cyber breach, respond and recover is important, companies need to do more proactively detect vulnerabilities and prevent cyber attacks and breaches. To better prevent such cyber attacks and breaches from being successful, companies should consider three things, which is having exercises to identify vulnerabilities and areas to be strengthened. Number two is using AI models, which is to predict and respond to unknown cyber threats. And number three is having regular cyber security awareness and training program. So, with the trends of company deploying cloud-based or as a service capabilities and customer increasing using cloud-based service, such reliance on virtual platform by intermediaries need to be aware of vulnerabilities to make them potentially more vulnerable to operational disruptions, which is intermediaries needs to be aware of vulnerability due to integration with legacy systems and the risk of compromised credentials. To prevent such problem from happening, intermediaries authorizing, which is from such as services, should put in place a suitable risk management framework and take measures to mitigate related risks, including having internal policies for cloud outsourcing and cloud security, as well as training for employees. So to further strengthen to industry cyber posture and provide further regulatory guidance, the SC will work closely with the industry to develop a framework to regulate technology risk more holistically and enhance cyber defense. Next.
Next, in mitigating emerging technology risks, the Personal Data Protection Act 2010 and other relevant provisions must be restrictly enforced to ensure that every authorized parties have access to appropriate and well-defined data as well as client data processing and data usage. It is very better for market participants to use data internally and to begin collecting and sharing data from and with third parties to expand their own services. To avoid unnecessary mishaps and mishaps, data that is no longer relevant should be retired, disposed of, or archived. Market participants should start analyzing internal analysis and preparation to comply with the regulation and standards that SC is enforced. This may include extracting data, the customer data as needed, and providing it in a profitable and machine-readable format. application fields and features can effectively motivate the user to save regularly. They can also push users to engage in risky investment behavior, which can lead to unexpected consequences. S4 data is utilized to assess credit risk profile, bias in data, and analytical data. Model may result in issuer groups being unfairly excluded. To overcome this risk, the SC may considering to issue some relevant guidance to increase the utilization of data analytics and AI in the market. The additional structure oversight of the data analytics can ethical consideration, handling of biases, protection of investor right over their data, and requirement for continuous risk management and monitoring also should be included. Besides, CS can engage with market participants to facilitate the execution of specific pilots and proof of concept of innovative ideas and products, as well as continue to foster conversation and information sharing between regulators and market participants to stay ahead of emerging risks. That's all from me. Thank you. Next, I'll pass the line to another presenter.
Thank you, Lisa. Now, I'm Mackenzie, together with Jen and Natasha, will deliver some information on integrating data and technology across the regulatory value chain. As we all know, we are now living in the 21st century where almost everything has been modernized. The digital transformation does bring various impacts towards stimulating capital market regulations. The most significant impact that can be seen in the changes in the regulatory functions of the regulators in capital market. The digital transformation is not only changing how businesses operate, but how regulators perform their regulatory functions. Greater use of data and technology will continue to reshape how regulators interact with their regulated entities, as well as how regulators go about in understanding new techniques adopted within their respective markets. Let's talk about subtech. Next slide, please. I am very sure that this is our very first time listening the terms subtech. Okay, so I will explain about subtech. Subtech, also known as supervisory technology, for regulators refer to technological solutions that assist financial supervisory authorities in managing regulatory compliance. Subtech has become a key capability underpinning how regulators supervise financial institutions owing in the emergence of fintech, which is financial technology. There are two main types of subtech. The first one is investigative subtech, and the second one is it's okay. So I'll just skip that one. To clarify, supervisory agencies refer to the federal agencies that has primary jurisdiction over a designated financial market utility, for example, Securities Commission. Alright, so that's all from me. I will pass the mic to the next presenter.
Thank you, Mike. As data and technology will be key enablers to support the SC's vision, so here we'll look into the SC digital enabler objectives, which will benefit capital market for participants. the engagement with stakeholders, which is the digitized interfaces to streamline engagement with regulated entities and investors, as the capital market will have a better engagement with market participants. Secondly, by improving the market transparency, as it will improve data quality, quantity, and accessibility for market participants and investors, where capital market will get a more accurate risk assessment. And last but not least, by elevating efficiency with automation, such automated workflows, including real-time alerts, reporting, and data visualization to release efficiency gains, as it would reduce the regulatory cost for capital market. So next, we will pass to Mansur.
So guys, I will make a conclusion about our topic today. So the digital transformation is not only changing how businesses operate, but how regulators perform their regulatory functions. Greater use of data and technology will continue to reshape how regulators interact with their regulated entities and how regulators go about understanding and regulating new techniques adopted within their respective markets. In conclusion, digital age has so much impact on the social, economic, and political life of the societies today because it has brought so much changes in our daily life and also help us to improve and reshape our environment with the aid of practical, experimental, and scientific knowledge or technology. Okay. Thank you. Kesepian tanpa kasih sekian.